San Francisco officials now focusing efforts on cracking down on open-air drug use. Governor Newsom announcing more law enforcement is on its way to the city's hot spots. Our Betty Yu joins us live with those details. Betty.
Ryan, I spoke to one mid-market bar owner today who says that there's not a day that goes by that he goes to work and doesn't witness drug activity. In fact, he says he's callous to all of it right now, but he says over the years, enforcement in this area has come in waves. He hopes that this crackdown will be long-lasting. Governor Gavin Newsom announced that he's doubling the number of CHP officers to about 14 to help SFPD in the Tenderloin and Soma neighborhoods.
That the taps are clean and fresh.
Jacob Shibashevsky, who owns Fermentation Lab on Market Street, says he's still waiting to see any noticeable change.
I'm happy that they're doing something. I wish there was more that could be done. This area I've been in for 11 years, and nothing's ever really changed.
Newsom said since the crackdown began in May, the CHP, in partnership with National Guard data analysts, has seized significant amounts of fentanyl, firearms, and stolen goods.
We want to build on that early success because we recognize the scale and the opportunity and the responsibility to do more to help support cities like San Francisco address quality of life issues.
Jacob says crime in the mid-market area has worsened post-pandemic.
Folks that visit us from other neighborhoods or are coming here to maybe watch a play at the Orpheum Theater that's right around the corner, they don't feel safe. And you can tell very easily that they're not, they're on the edge.
In the last week, SFPD data shows that officers made 18 citations or arrests for drug violations in the Tenderloin area.
My plea would be, just like everybody else, would love more police presence. But not only that, we would want there to be repercussions for crimes.
The mayor's office said not one of the people arrested for public drug use since May to mid-June accepted offers of treatment after they were released. Jacob said business closures in the area, including the hotel across the street and Whole Foods, have thinned the crowd.
Especially international tourists. There were so many French folks, German folks that we used to see, and we don't see them anymore.
And the governor also talked about Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi's federal operation to combat this crisis. We should expect in the next 2 to 3 months DEA and FBI to join the resources on the ground. Ryan?
And Betty, so what kind of things does Jacob actually see out there?
Well, he says, over the years when these drug users have often wandered into his business, it's up to himself or his staff members to physically remove them or ask them to leave. They simply can't rely on police officers because there aren't enough of them. He also said that his car has been broken into, which came as no surprise to him. And every time he visits a local bodega or market, he says he witnesses rampant shoplifting.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for a lot of those mom and pop businesses. Betty Yu, thank you very much. Part of the mayor's plan to address the drug crisis is to force more people into drug treatment. And the data shows why that may be easier said than done. At last check, there are only 6 shelter beds available for withdrawal management citywide, and only one of those spaces is for a woman. And there are similar shortages in residential treatment programs and transitional programs.